What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. They subbed me out. But I'm back in the game, Coach. I'm back with some more heat for y'all boys, man. So check it out, chat. We're going to get right into it today, man. So today we're going to be reacting to 7 ways how Larry Bird could kill you. Oh, man, we already know Larry can get busy, but I think they finna tell us his 7 secrets today. Is y'all ready? Well, we gonna find out today. For all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live. And we gonna watch this together. You feel me? Man, let's get right into this thing, man. Y'all already know how we coming, G. We not just the best in the city, but the best in the world, G! Without further ado! Man, it's Big Larry. Yeah. Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's do it.
This is Matty with my man. How's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I'm Sean David.
Shout out
Thanks for
Basketball
tuning
Time
in. I
Machine.
hope you're ready for some old school NBA basketball. Now, I gotta admit, I kind of committed a serious crime in basketball terms. I didn't cover Larry Bird for almost 4 years. No, not 4 years. 4 months, which is kind of crazy since he's one of my favorite players of all time. So in this video, I want to show you guys 7 ways how Larry Bird literally could kill any other NBA player, how he would dominate today's NBA. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to the Patreons of this episode. Thanks a lot, you guys, for supporting the show. As always, it's really appreciated. And I would say, enough said, let's dive right into today's episode. Alright, now how am I going to approach this list? Well, I narrowed it down to 7 different categories, or let's say 7 different moves that Larry Bird could use in order to destroy any player, even back in the days and even today in today's NBA. Let's have a look. Now, the first way that Larry Bird could beat any defender was his fall-away jump shot. This is pretty much comparable to Michael Jordan's fadeaway, but Larry would do it slightly different. Most of the times he was guarded pretty close and he would just shoot the ball right in the defender's face while falling back. The amazing thing though was that even though Larry Bird was not able to jump very high because of his height and his shooting technique, he never got rejected. And he would use this shot as his ultimate weapon. No matter how tall the defender was, this shot was practically unguardable. Especially
it's kind of like KD fadeaway. Like KD's so tall that like you can't even contest his shot sometimes. That's how Larry was. Larry was 6'9" with it.
Because Larry Bird took the shot from almost anywhere on the court. In the mid-1980s, he perfected this weapon, and this shot was a big reason why Larry Bird would always average more than 25 points per game in that period. And the next weapon of Larry Bird that I have on my list is the step back. In today's game, the step back is one of the most used offensive weapons in the NBA. Players like James Harden, Kyrie Irving would not exist if they did not use the step back. But in the 1980s, not many players used this move. Larry Bird was one of the first players that used the step back, and he even liked to combine it with a nice crossover, which often turned into an ankle breaker.
Oh my gosh, he's dropping them off, coach.
And next on my list, I have Larry Bird's passing ability. Now that we have covered that Larry Bird had the fall-away jumper and the step back, it gets even better because Larry Bird was probably the best passing power / small forward of all time. He not only would see the open man, but also see the smallest holes that you would have in your defense, and then make the incredible pass. No other player passed the ball through the legs of his defenders as often as Larry Bird. Make no-look passes like Magic Johnson, behind-the-back passes like Magic Johnson, bounce passes like Magic Johnson. I mean, this man was unbelievable with his passing skills. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look.
He understood how to get Kevin and Robert shots, and Cedric Maxwell. And he also knew when any of these individuals were not getting enough shots in the game or were not involved in the offense. And he'd make a concerted effort to get them involved.
Draw so many defensive attention and you find yourself all alone in basketball. You can test
Larry used to be diamond.
Bird with the pass to
That's why I be so mad at Robert Parrish. Yeah, they showing these Robert Parrish dunks, folks. Like, but a lot of Larry, like, could have been assist was to this nigga. He used to be smoking layups, G. Like, y'all know, folks, like, on a lot of the videos that we've been watching of, like, Larry games and all that, Larry used to be straight. He ain't getting to that Baja diamond Robert Parrish off, folks. And this man be smoking the most layups possible, G. Like, that's why we call him weak now. I used to think Robert Parrish was good, but no, G. He didn't mess that up. He ruined that for himself, G. He's absolutely horrible, folks. Larry probably could have had 3,000 more assists on his record books if this man would just have made half the layups that he smoked from Larry Dimes, G. Damn!
Sigma. Oh. Lee Brown's got Worthy in a switch. Good.
Oh my God, that's a nice game!
Vintage Larry Bird.
Behind the back to Tiny. Beautiful.
Matthew Henderson, the Bird on the cut. Beautiful.
Quick up now to Bird on the left side. Bird goes behind the back, down the lane, dumps it over the shoulder.
Yo, I need to add that to my game.
And Bird goes inside.
I don't even like. I told y'all,
28 seconds.
I could never pass like this.
And he's left open, looking for three. Bounce, Bird. Nice tip to McHale. What a play.
Like, and I be mad, like, watching players that got dimes, G, because I never was able to pass, bro. Like, Chad, I always say I was the most basic passing package having ass nigga y'all gonna ever find, bro. It was never no, he ain't like the craziest pass I would make is like, say I would drive to the basket and I would penetrate and then I would like, say the big committed to me, I would like dump it down to like the big, like when he right there by the rim. Like he'll be in a dunker spot, say I'll break down my man and I get down to the rim, the big would commit to try to block my shot and I would just dump it down to my teammate. That's the best you gonna get from me, folks. But all of this, all this throwing behind the hedge, nah, G, that wasn't me, folks. It just wasn't. And I'll be mad, like, watching this, like, why couldn't I pass, folks? It probably because I was about a bucket. You feel me? I wasn't too worried about passing and shit like that, G. I'll be watching some of my own highlights, like, damn, G, you was a gun, folks. Like, you just be shooting that motherfucker. But that's how I gotta be, folks. I wasn't really too fond of passing and all that, G. That just wasn't me.
What a touch pass by
Larry, though. Larry had that on the passing too. Boy, I get it.
It's been hot. Not this time. Bird tipped it to Kite. Lays it in.
Dennis Johnson's right corner shot is missed. Rebound tipped off to Parrish from Bird, who hits the shot.
Miller's done a pretty good job on Bird. He misses again. Look at that pass.
Bird, Dawkins, and Parrish, of course, in the middle. Parrish three.
And the next Larry Bird weapon that I have on my list is his three-point shot. Larry Bird is one of the best shooters of all time. He would get a three anytime he wanted. If it was a straight three-pointer, a fall-away three-pointer, an in-your-face three-pointer, he would get anything. And yes, you probably knew that. Now let me tell you something that you might not know. Larry did not work on his three-point shot. He never worked hours and hours in the gym to improve his three-pointer. But still, he was that good. I mean, he won a three-point contest without even preparing.
30 seconds left on the 60-second shot clock. And he's got the rhythm going right now. And Bird's got 13 points with 20 seconds remaining.
Now, he's not getting to the rack too quickly, but he's able to get a lot of shots out of him very fast.
That's because of the groove he gets in. That set shot, he doesn't waste a lot of effort.
18 points for Bird, 8 seconds left.
19 and counting, make it 20.
That ain't when he threw the finger.
Unofficially, 23 points for Larry Bird.
And the next one is probably the most underrated attribute a player can have: the hustle plays and will. You won't find many NBA superstars that would sacrifice their body like Larry Bird did, hustling after every loose ball and giving his team second shot opportunities. This was infectious to his team, and if your best player is also the one who hustles the most, your team is in a good place.
And in terms of personality, he's a throwback because he is diving for balls. 20 points up with 2 minutes to go.
He goes down. Larry Bird for a loose ball and gets it.
I know folks is praising this, G, but this is also a big reason why Larry's career didn't last that long, G. Like, you know, as a hooper, coaches tell you to dive on the floor for loose balls, be a hard worker, do all this. But, like, bro, let it be, like, reasonable dives for loose balls and shit like that. Like, don't let the bleachers be right here and the ball right here. You just diving all into the bleachers trying to save a ball, and now your neck broke and you paralyzed for life, G. Like, or you trying to dive for a loose ball. It ain't no pads on the wall and nothing. You diving for the loose ball and then run into the pad and crack your neck, and now you just like this for the rest of you. Like, you feel me? Like, be smart about your hustle plays. Don't just be diving and falling and flying around and shit for no reason. Because I guarantee Larry's career could have lasted way longer if he wasn't doing some of the dumb shit he used to be doing, man. Like, hustling is good. I'm all for it, kids. But be smart about it. Don't just be putting your body on the line, like, when you can really seriously get hurt for diving on the floor for a loose ball, G. Like, just be smart about shit. Like, you know, Larry just used to be like sometimes just doing stuff.
First came in the league, Artis Gilmore told me one time he played for Chicago. He said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor.
What'd I say?
He's crazy because that's what basketball is all about.
And the next attribute that I have on my list is the clutch gene. We all know that not every great player is capable of making the game-deciding shot. This is where guys like Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, and of course Larry Bird take over. With all the great attributes that I already mentioned, Larry Bird was at his best when the game was on the line.
A lot of players in this league that can score the first 3 quarters of the game, but you get down to the fourth quarter when you need a basket, you can separate the men from the boys. It's been like that, and it's always going to be like that. You're always going to have the guys that come up with the attitude that they can make the last shot or make the big play. I don't know what makes a player do that, just their competitive nature and their will to win. And if it comes down to one shot, I want to be the guy to take it.
Bird, Larry, fake, fall away. Hits it! All right! Larry, a runner. Got it! Ball game's over. Boston wins. Yeah. Up fakes. Fires another three-pointer. Oh! Ties it up! 113 to 113.
Larry Bird. We're tied with 6 seconds left. Timeout. Portland. Bird with 43 points. Larry Bird with 3 seconds left. Timeout for Portland. 47 points for Larry Bird.
And that does put 10 seconds. 5 and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And the last category, and this is where Larry Bird would destroy today's players, is the mental game, or let's call it the trash talk. Now, with all the legends that I have talked to in the past, if it was a Dennis Rodman, a Dominique Wilkins, or a Gary Payton, they all told me the same: Larry Bird is the best trash talker that they have ever faced. He was able to get in your head and always back it up. And this was Larry Bird's ultimate weapon.
A lot of people don't know this. You probably know this, Dan, but Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. So we playing him in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he said, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner and I'm going to catch it, I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or DJ, the late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three.
Y'all was terrible, bro. Y'all was absolutely horrible, G, to allow that to happen. That's the end of the video, though, man. Like, and niggas be telling these stories like y'all bragging about being some idiots. Like, y'all sucked. Y'all let somebody just tell y'all what he was going to do before he did it and let him do it? Oh, I ain't gonna never understand that, G. I wish my opponent would ever, like, try to tell me, like, hey, fool, I'm finna do this, do that, and then I let him go do it. Like, where's y'all pride at in this shit, man? You gotta have some heart, some pride, some IQ. If I know you finna curl off this screen and come pop out for a 3, obviously I'm gonna take what you say to heed, G. But if you got that much courage to actually do that shit and say it and I don't stop it, I'm terrible, bro. I don't even need to play basketball no more, fuck. Cause that's just not a good look, man. It's just not. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 with y'all, fuck. And they be on here bragging about that shit, like, terrible, bro. But those the 7 ways Larry Bird could kill you, fuck. Like, you know, we already kind of knew that. But it's just good, like, hearing it. Like, you feel me? But the one thing I don't really, like, you know, fully, like, agree with is that, you know, people think that Larry was just only, like, a 3-point shooter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was a kid and I thought about Larry Bird, this was before YouTube, before when I first started, like, liking basketball and I knew who Larry Bird was, I thought Larry was just strictly a 3-point shooter, G. Like, I ain't think Larry was, like, a passer. I ain't think Larry was a great rebounder, that he had a great IQ. Like, I didn't think none of that. I just thought Larry Bird. When I thought of Larry Bird, I just thought about a shooter. You feel me? But he's far from just a shooter, G. Folks' all-around game was elite. You know? So, hey, but that's the end of the video, G. For all my new viewers, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT, man. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.